And sometimes, sometimes if you have two machines that are not connected, sometimes you just wish you could copy from one to another without having to use.
But guys, you remember I was paid 5,000 a day to
do
just
that.
help people connect to the
So
Google Meet.
You will be having that 5,000.
wow. Are you getting real estate? David, yeah. But yeah, COVID actually exposed a lot of technical incompetency, especially with the older generation, because you are told use Zoom. My dear,
And then they're like, what is Zoom even?
Zoom? So actually, a lot of people in IT support, all they did during COVID was show people how to connect to Zoom, and that's all they were doing.
A friend of mine transitioned. Aki, forgive me for saying this story.
Wow, your friends will expose you in a podcast.
Exactly. Let's talk about clouds. Clouds, what did clouds do? Nice. So, welcome to yet another episode of Global Tech Sailors. We are a team of 4 members, 4 beautiful members. And as you can see here, we're Mengara Kungara guys. So, you will start off the introductions, please.
Oh, thank you. My name is Kilonzi. I'm a software engineer and also a co-founder of Global Tech Sailors.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amazing co-founder at Global Tech Sailors. A quarter. Blessed. Happy to be here.
Eh? You haven't said your name actually.
Say I'm amazing.
Okay.
Your name is amazing.
Yes.
I am sorry.
Amazing Nyansioka.
Hey, God.
Anyway, I'm Diana Mongina, guys.
Now, I think with all that, should I say I'm the lapped? Anyway, guys, I'm Joy. I'm Rhonajoy. I'm a co-host here.
And
Next time,
Mwikali.
just introduce them, eh?
Yeah, they're making a lot of noise here.
Yes.
And anyway, my name is Mwikali, a software engineer and a co-host here at Global Tech Sailors. As per the norm of late, we start our episodes with icebreakers. Since I am the fun co-host, I have come with puns. So puns. You know puns, right? P-U-N-S.
Pans. Okay.
Exactly. So I'll ask a couple of questions. So, 1. Why was the mobile phone wearing glasses?
Why?
Why was the mobile phone wearing glasses?
Because it was wearing glass.
Really?
Ati, where was the mobile phone?
Wearing glasses.
Because it was being shaded.
Screen.
Eh?
Because it had a
guys.
screensaver.
It was
Guys, because it lost its contacts.
really?
I know, right? Another one.
Hapa tuko nje Mwikali.
Yeah. I
It's
think
a
you
video
would
book
shine
way.
here.
Not
I feel
even
like you would shine.
Continue, I'm thinking.
Exactly. What did the computer have during his break time?
Computer
Fun time.
You said something.
computer break.
Fun time because it has a fan.
He had a bite.
My lord.
You guys. Okay, let's ask another. A pretty simple one.
At least I'm trying.
Kilonzi is outside.
On the spot, guys.
Kilonzi is a problem solver. Hapa kwa pan.
I take my time with my problem solving. Please, this one
There's
is
another
not
one.
it.
No, there's another one.
Okay. So
What kind of computer sings the best?
what
What kind of computer sings the best?
sings?
It's very easy.
Okay.
Think of singing.
Try to tell us, give us some hints.
Think of a singer. A female singer.
Beyonce.
Who sings really well. Hello from the...
Adele.
Exactly.
Okay, you sing the song we can
Adele.
get.
Adele.
But how is that?
Adele.
Oh, Adele.
Adele.
Damn.
Okay.
It's difficult. Personally,
The last one.
I am lost.
The last one, guys. The last one.
Okay.
So let us see. So the last one.
Uh-huh.
Why do they call it hypertext?
Hypertext.
Why do they call it hypertext? It's a pun. Too much Java. Guys, today what we are
We've
doing...
started on a high.
Tumeanguka zote. Tumeanguka nazo.
000.
As you can see, Mwikali had already set us for failure. Continue the episode.
The way Kilonzi did in that other episode, please make sure
But
you
that
watch
one was not
episode.
as whatever.
It was
just we didn't
Our
have
fun
to
guy.
give.
That was not fun.
No, but wait, you're just thinking. You guys can't think outside the box. That's why I said I'm the fun one.
Oh, why do I have to put myself in a box? Me, I'm not putting myself
That's
in
why I'm
the
saying
box
thinking
first. You see?
outside.
Let's continue. Time.
Okay,
Alright.
so back to what you're supposed to be doing for today. And what you're supposed to be doing for today is a chain of reactions to some of the things that we have read on the internet.
Should we give advice or
Epic
just
fails.
listen and then...
You can say what you would have done in that situation
Okay,
if
okay.
it was you.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can start off. One day at the office, I'm tasked with a simple update email. No, I'm tasked with sending a simple update email to a few clients about some new features we're rolling out. I draft a nice professional email and I'm feeling good about it. Then I hit send. Nothing strange happens, right? Well, 2 minutes later, I start getting replies from clients saying, "Why did you send this email 50 times? Confused, I check my sent folder. And sure enough, I accidentally sent the same email to each client 50 times. Turns out I had written a small automation script to send the email, but I messed the loop. And instead of sending one email per client, it just kept looping indefinitely. I basically spammed our entire client list in the space of 30 seconds. My boss calls me into his office holding his phone up to show me the avalanche of notifications he's getting from my emails. Good thing is he's laughing and he says, "Well, at least they'll never forget we exist." We had to send out a follow-up email apologizing for the spam bomb, and I was banned from writing any more automation scripts for a while.
Why are you even writing an automation script for an email?
Yeah.
Wait. For me, I'm
don't
thinking a win is a win. I wrote an automation. I have written an automation script, guys.
An email.
I'm smart. You guys, I'm a resource.
They're very, very happy actually about it.
But how will I remember you for spamming me?
Because
they'll remember that company that actually sent 50 emails a couple of times, and they'll be like,
In a
See
good
how
or
PR
bad
is
way.
PR.
even bad PR is good PR.
Yes.
If you think
Yeah.
If
about
I
it.
remember you and I never come back, what's the...
No, the good thing is it wasn't a detrimental kind of email. It's
Yeah.
good news. It's good news.
yeah.
Yeah, we are rolling out.
Plus, I don't think I think I would be more, or rather, I would be very embarrassed if you send. I actually thought the story was going there. I thought they sent an email that is very
Embarrassing.
But this one, well, I would feel embarrassed for a minute, but gosh, I wrote an automation script.
Me, I'm stuck there on the automation. Why
Why are you
automate
automating?
I'm a curious person. I want to,
use
try
it
things.
to develop the next big thing.
the next big thing?
Okay, let's go to the
I
next
am
story.
growing. I'm happy for the growth.
Let's go to the next story, guys. So, I got into this phase where I thought I could hack the system. I had been watching too many hacker movies.
Where?
And I felt like I could pull off something cool. I'm sitting at Java, the one at the mall, and I noticed there's free Wi-Fi, but you have to sign up with your email to access it. My big brain moment happens, and I'm like, what if I can bypass this system? I am a coder. I should be able to do this. So I start inspecting the web page elements like a pro, diving into the developer tools on Chrome.
All right.
I am clicking around, trying to manipulate the JavaScript code, thinking I am outsmarting this $1 billion coffee chain. After about 20 minutes of poking around, I managed to submit a blank form. So I sit back, waiting for the internet to flow in, but nothing happens. I refresh the page, and bam. Now the Wi-Fi sign-up page is stuck in an infinite loop. I have somehow crashed my own connection, and to make matters worse, the entire Wi-Fi network at Java went down. Everyone's staring at their phones like, what is going on? So the barista comes over and says, tuko na shida kidogo na Wi-Fi. Let me restart it. And I'm sitting there red-faced thinking, did I just take down Java's Wi-Fi with my wannabe hacking skills? That's not even funny. I quietly pack up my laptop and walk out, praying no one realizes I'm the reason they can't post their lattes on Instagram. Yeah.
No.
But that's very validating.
What is
Validation about you taking down
validating
Wi-Fi.
about that?
No, what is validating?
I'll move like a hero bana.
Hey, you were there.
Nimeangusha Java mzima.
Yeah.
It's just the Wi-Fi, guys. It's just the Wi-Fi. It's just your computer that can't refresh.
You know how many people go to Java to work from there?
Now you can imagine the number of people you've disconnected.
You made a bad...
They're
Now you
not
can
going through the
imagine.
corporate suffering for an hour or two.
I actually appreciate the drive. I can see where he's going.
Okay. I can see you guys. I can see you guys.
Toxic people be like.
These are the same people who try to hack Domino's pizza to...
So that they may be able to order double pizza every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes.
But
But
anyway,
but for a cyber-sec person, I feel like that's a step. Yeah, you can.
submitting a blank
That's
form.
wanabe.
You're doing something. You're getting.
If you are looking
somewhere.
for a project, Rona has given you one, please.
Yeah. Okay, we can go to this other. I feel like this story happens most of the time in these government institutions. But anyway, you can listen. So, a coworker of mine once told me of a story. So while he was working help desk, a user had an issue copying files to his new computer. He went to see what the problem was. And the guy showed him what he was doing. He had the mouse plugged in to his old computer. He could right-click copy and then unplug the mouse, plug it into the new computer, and right-click paste. Now that happens typically in these government institutions. Like somebody can come in and tell you, I have problems with my Wi-Fi. Ukiangalia, like they've just disconnected that wire and you sit there wondering, I
But
didn't
that's
even
why-
sign up for this in the first place.
But think about this. It's this way. If they weren't like that, you wouldn't have a job.
Do you connect Wi-Fi?
Jesus Christ. But I understand. Sometimes if you have two machines that are not connected, sometimes you just wish you could copy from one to another without having to use.
That case, you remember I was paid 5,000 a day to
to do
just
that.
help people connect to the
So yeah.
Google Meet.
You wouldn't be
Yeah.
having that 5,000.
Are you getting real estate? David, yeah. But yeah, COVID actually exposed a lot of technical incompetency, especially with the older generation, because you are told use Zoom. My dear,
And then they're like, what is Zoom
what
even?
is Zoom? So actually, a lot of people in IT support, all they did during COVID was show people how to connect to Zoom, and that's all they were doing.
A friend of mine transitioned. Aki, forgive me for saying this story.
Wow, your friends will expose you in a podcast.
Exactly. Let's talk about clouds. Clouds, what did clouds do? You get it?
Call a friend Klaus.
Continue.
So when he transitioned, so I was asking him, "What is the new job? How is it going?" And he was like, "Man, we are just technical people that pretend to be technical." Kamuliza, why are you saying that? He was now positioned in a certain specific headquarter. Then after that, he was sent to a specific department in that headquarter. So he went there. The first day is like, hey, I'll not say what he does, but he went there to the head of. You see the way you have tech leads, and so he went to the assumed tech lead. Akamuuliza, okay, he asked akamuuliza guy, akamuuliza what he wanted to understand what they do, where they write their code base and everything. Can she show him the GitHub? To me, I'm add on the GitHub. And the lady asked, "What is GitHub?"
Wait.
This is supposed to be a technical person.
Tech lead in an ICT department.
Wow. And they are actually a software engineering team.
A data team.
Wow.
But anyway,
but did you guys know there's another version control? Like,
Yeah,
maybe
GitLab, Bitbucket.
there's one I've come to learn of. It's called SVN. Legacy. Let's go back.
Let's go back.
So maybe she knows. Maybe they know SVN.
She doesn't. Okay, from the story, how it
I've
unfolds,
seen a
she
lot of
doesn't.
technical leads who are not technical.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been led by a lot of head of department, team.
So how
lead.
did they get there?
Hey, my dear.
I think that's the question.
No, we used to have
Politics.
this one that you actually had to brief him before you get to the meeting so that he doesn't look dumb. So it's that thing of lie to me, I lie to you, we get the job, we meet at the center. That one. I think there are people that you're a good manager. Maybe you're just not technical.
But and it's true, there's those two dimensions. You're technically good, but you're also good. There's another dimension of you're good with people. Not everyone who is technical is a good manager, a good leader. Anyway,
but also that's also why companies needs to
get a balance of both,
and also grow local talent to make sure that if someone is a software engineer, at least they can progress and become the lead who's technical enough without necessarily having to hire someone who is not.
Okay, let's get to the next topic.
So I think we've really digressed, but anyway, back to the stories. So it starts with quotation marks. I wish I kept the picture because this was pure gold, but it was lost in an office move. It went something like this. Hello, I seem to be having a problem with my PC. It keeps flashing up an error. And I ask, okay, could you tell me what application you are in and send me a screenshot? The user, sure, I'll get into it right away. So considering it will take normally a fair amount of time to get her off the phone, I was pleasantly surprised how cool they were. Anyway, fast forward 3 days. I haven't had anything. And I get a letter in our internal mail with the word screenshot in big bold writing. I kid you not, they had taken a picture of the computer screen, had it developed and sent over my office. So, a screenshot.
Wait, they took... Come again.
They took a picture of the screen, had it developed into an actual picture, and then they sent it to the guy. Physically, and then on the envelope it was written screenshot. And they sent it over to them. Yo guys, technicality.
I don't know if I should be laughing. I don't like laughing people in embarrassing situations, guys. This is not good.
Technical depth.
But
I guess what would you have done in that situation? Considering
just to please let them send you their location so that you go and see the computer physically and solve the issue. There is no other way.
you don't want to wait for pictures.
If they don't know what a screenshot is, my dear, you will not be able to help them. These are the same people that you can't share screen so that you can help them.
Okay.
Just so
Rhonajoy still thinking
they should have
about
just sent the computer to your house so that you sort it.
They sent the whole thing, not the screenshot. Okay.
The screenshot itself. Jesus.
I don't know.
The actual fact that it was developed into a picture and then they sent it over with the bold.
Like you mean like they printed a picture?
Yeah, they made like a very big picture of it, and then they put it in an envelope and they wrote screenshot on the envelope, and you receive mail.
Where are these stories in Kenya, ma?
Yeah, summer in Kenya.
Summer in Kenya.
Summer in
But
Kenya.
that shows, Aki, we have a long way to go, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Sad.
Now this is another one.
Subscribe, share this episode and subscribe to our channel so that we can reach more people, grow in tech together.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
we may become, we may have technical capacity. Another story. So this brings up the issue that Rhonajoy was talking about in a previous episode. The story of bags. So, where is the story? I think it's getting lost. So, picture this. It's a Saturday and I'm feeling good about myself. I've been tasked with a small feature on this internal dashboard at work. I'm cruising along thinking I'll be done in a couple of hours and then enjoy the rest of my weekend. So I finish coding, push my changes, and boom, the entire dashboard crashes. And when I say crash, I mean like white screen of death. I am sweating bullets now because it's an internal tool and I'm pretty sure people are trying to use it. So I start debugging like crazy. I go through every line of code looking for something, anything that could be the culprit. After 2 hours, I start considering alternate career option like farming or selling smokies on the side of the road because clearly coding isn't for me. And then I call a friend of mine. Together we look at the code and boom, in 5 seconds, he sees it. Hidden in plain sight, a missing semicolon in a random line of JavaScript. This
That's why I don't like JavaScript. That's why.
What?
This tiny insignificant punctuation mark brought down the entire dashboard. So we fixed the semicolon and we refreshed and it works again perfectly. So the worst part, no one knew I spent hours on this bug. So I couldn't even tell anyone about the hilarious irony of the story.
Oh, because it's just a semicolon.
Now imagine telling people that the entire dashboard went down.
Oh, you only tell your non-technical friends.
Because they wish people to
A
understand.
psychologist.
But I
And
feel like
doctors.
I relate, guys.
Therapist and have the discussion.
I feel like I relate. Recently, guys,
Uh-huh.
I deleted everything in a database.
That was in
With
production.
just one code.
Was
But
it
the
in
good thing
production?
is
There was backup.
there's always
Ooh.
backup. There must be backup always. And it was just one Spring Boot code. Yeah, on the application part. So so everyone is trying to access the database and they're saying, hey, there's no data. And I'm also there saying, by the way, there's no data. I didn't know.
What exactly did
Trace it
you
back to
do?
you.
Yeah, someone came and said, no, we had to be like checked, like, so who is this who is deleting things in the database? And then they and said, you have this lemon. You are the one.
Oh God!
Was it embarrassing?
It wasn't. I
It was
feel
a
like
test
it was more.
database, right?
It wasn't.
That makes it worse.
Could I feel bad for you?
You
But
are learning.
here's the thing.
You have been
I don't
learning.
feel bad about it.
You are there. I have learned. I will never use that line
But
again.
You
I
are too
don't know.
positive. Jesus said I would be.
Positive vibes only.
But yeah, I didn't.
How to be? Hey.
I was like, oh, it's me.
I told you guys how it happened to me.
That
Me,
is
I
how
don't
you
even
reacted.
have-
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
sleep. That
That's
would
how-
affect
It's me. Okay.
Wow.
What if
Not
they
even
didn't
I am
have a
sorry.
backup?
I'd be so
It
freaked
was
out.
backed up, guys. There's
What if
backup.
it wasn't?
I trust in the notion that there is no organization that lacks
Hey,
a backup
please,
mahali.
please, you don't
They
know.
are.
For real.
They
There
are.
are organizations that lack.
Okay, then big
And
organization
also-
cannot
and
lack
also
up.
some
but
backups are not
database.
in real time because
Yeah.
of the
Especially real time.
especially for example in financial sector, for instance,
The
it's difficult
transaction.
to do real
They
time
update
backup
usiku.
because they are in batches and it's a lot. So
Okay,
they
I
have
get
to do the
that.
backups either they are scheduled at night or something of that sort.
Yeah.
So
And we
that
actually
one
handle
it will still
finances.
be
But
That's
guys,
real.
I am here and I'm
You
alive.
survived.
You
it.
lived.
Survived. So
Yeah, I told you guys how it got to me as well sometimes back. But it wasn't deleting a database. It was just two related services that were supposed to be built together. Like there was a credit and a debit services. So I'd made some changes. It was like a B2B transaction service. When I finished everything and I tested and deployed and I went home, I realized that the credit service was not up.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I've already closed. I'm gone.
For the weekend.
I deployed on a Friday, which I
I think I remember you telling me that story.
I was even going all the way to the village. They called me. I was around Machakos.
Where would you
My boss called me. It's like, there's more than 200,000 transactions.
which are stuck.
No.
Which
They're
are
not
stuck
going
because
to...
customers actually transacting
And-
they're getting debited, but
They're not getting...
the person is
TXM.
not getting credited.
Yeah.
It was crazy, my dear. The turnaround, Machakos is not far from Nairobi, guys. It's not far. I realized this. Within an hour, I was back. I was here in Westlands starting. Please
Okay.
do your due diligence
But-
as long as you're in tech.
But
Double
also-
check things.
Yeah, double check things.
It's
But it's also
important.
good to know that if you make these mistakes,
Yes.
You
it's
won't
not the end
die.
of the world.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling you to delete a database, please.
Don't do Rona's voice. Mine, please, is forgivable. I was able to reverse the transactions, guys.
You? Okay.
No.
I think this is another case of a typo.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, this is actually a typo. So, I'm writing a script to automate some payment transactions for a small business. It's supposed to handle weekly payments to various suppliers. Payments. Looking at Kilonzi.
Money.
I set it all up, test it with small amounts, and everything is working great. Feeling good, I decide to automate a slightly larger payment to one of the suppliers. A routine transfer of 5,000 to the guy who delivers vegetables. I press execute and nothing seems off until I get a call from the supplier 20 minutes later. He's laughing hysterically and I'm like, what's so funny? And he goes, thank you for the 500,000. I guess I'm buying a tuk-tuk now. And my heart sinks. So I quickly check the script and I realize I forgot a decimal point.
Oh!
So in the process of writing his script,
500,000 and you meant to send 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
So the .00. So now when he entered the amount, it went as 500,000
Hey!
instead of 5,000.
Luckily, I have a question in this story.
And there was
Not
a test.
related.
Why is he doing it in production?
He didn't test it most probably.
I think I have a question.
I'm not
Okay,
surprised.
this is a bit
It
digressing.
happened
It happened.
a week ago.
Co-founder will give us a story.
Co-founder will give us a
But
story.
I'm wondering, why is a tuk-tuk guy calling the dev?
No, like this is a guy who delivers vegetables to the office. So he does weekly. They normally send him some amount so that he may be able to continue doing his delivery. So-
it's not the developer doing the
Oh, it's not.
it's the business owner.
Oh. I
So he
thought-
was doing a routine check.
Okay.
And then he sent the
Okay,
5,000.
sour. I actually thought them.
Co-founder give us a story. What
Same
happened?
story.
You
Yeah.
did.
So what?
But
he said,
year two, it was a test. We were doing a test for it was an internal
Oh, okay,
thing.
okay, okay,
So,
okay.
Also, you actually caught it.
yeah.
Before it was
Plus, it
live.
was a test.
Yeah, I think this one.
But I think
didn't test his-
sometimes people are just lazy to do tests. Because if you actually took time to do tests, you'd catch a lot of these issues.
But I feel like sometimes maybe una type to hapo 50. and
You're
then
very quick.
Kidogo una make a
Again,
mistake.
double check. Do
Okay,
your
yeah,
due
double
diligence.
It's very
check, double
important to
check.
double check.
Yes.
So the very last one I can remember is off my mind. So I was collaborating on a project with a team and we were all pushing changes like there was no tomorrow. At some point, I pulled the latest change from the main branch and got hit with the mother of all merge conflicts. It was like Git had decided to throw a tantrum and there were conflicts in almost every file. I had no idea what half of the code was even supposed to do because this is like a main repository. Everybody's working on their own thing. So I spent hours trying to fix the conflicts manually, sweating and convinced it was going to break everything. By the end of it, I wasn't even sure my fixes were correct anymore. I pushed my changes and crossed my fingers, hoping for the best. My teammates checked their branches and of course they also got conflicts because of my fixes.
Oh gosh. Okay, I think I've been in this situation.
All of them.
Everyone.
Hey.
Yeah,
So-
mtakuwa.
Of
I've
course
never-
we have.
But we play it
Everyone
out.
has.
One of my colleagues joked, bro, this is not a merge. This is not a merge. This is a war zone. We ended up spending an entire afternoon just sorting out the mess. So literally, you fixing your code after you have pulled from the main and you push back should be checked, double checked, triple checked,
Yeah.
quadruple checked.
I have actually been in that exact same position.
Yeah.
People, when you are I was working in a startup, and we are in different time zones. So you find that wakati when I'm asleep, developers elsewhere, they are pushing work like no man's business. That's when they are okay.
They are awake.
They are awake. So when I wake up, you find that the repo has changed so much. So you know what I used to do? Hey, the number of times I deleted my code, pasted it somewhere, and then I pulled theirs, and then I because no way.
Yeah.
But I thought you have to have the latest changes before you start writing your own code.
That's why I'm telling you. I was when I tried to push, to get those changes, alafu I find a lot of merge conflicts. I just do away with mine and push.
You work with what is existing first before continuing yours.
Yes.
What if you had done some changes that you are not pushed there?
No, I wasn't pushing my changes.
You'd
I was
stash.
actually- You stash. I was copy pasting the code in a Word
different-
document or something.
Hey, that's a lot of work.
Stash them.
Notepad. And then
Yo.
yeah, that's what I
Okay.
used to do. But
Please,
anyway,
invest in proper pipelines, guys.
Very important.
yeah, but I
DevOps
get
person.
him.
So, please.
Yeah.
I've
get
realized
him.
that since we started doing CI/CD pipelines, pull requests, conflicts are less for sure. And also make use of GitHub Desktop has better tools in terms of like it gives you visibility into what's happening in different branches, whether yours is ahead
Yeah.
or behind.
And I think
so that just keeps you, and also source tree. It gives you a proper
Yeah.
branch separation.
And I think my main problem was, the other main problem is if you're in a place where like there's so much changes happening, the very first thing you wake up and do is pull. Now I used to forget. So you find like during the day is when I remember, I need to. So
I get you. I understand.
All those areas.
yeah. So
Get proper structures also for pull requests. For us, we usually have a way, like if I know this is a backend thing and your backend, I make sure that you have to approve the pull request before we continue. It keeps all of us at the same level.
So the very first one is, the very last one is a reminder. I don't know if it's true, but from the internet I read. Apparently there's a bank in Kenya that some time back sent texts to their users telling them that their security had been compromised, and then social media went ablaze and people started withdrawing their money. I think I have suspects. I think I have suspects.
No. Then we have faced this, dear girl.
Every day.
You don't remember.
Every day.
Twice.
Which bank are you guys banking
No,
Not
with?
even a
mention.
bank.
It's not a bank.
It's not a bank.
We woke up. You remember me? Hey!
She called
Our
me
money is
at
going.
1 a.m.
The only time I withdrew my money at midnight was because there was a money market fund company that I was investing in, and they got involved in a social media scandal. I saw it on Twitter. I woke up at night and
Took off
hit
your
withdraw. Please.
all of it.
We
That was the
also
only thing.
withdrew all our money.
With you, and for months we said we are not
We're not
going back.
I remember Diana used to have money in her M-Pesa all through. I remember that.
We said no
And
way.
nowadays, 3 bob. Transport, 50 bob. Okay, I'm withdrawing 50 bob from where I store my money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That has been a series of, I don't know, were they funny?
Reactions,
They were-
tech stories.
Well, the stories
funny,
are
fun
funny.
girl.
stories.
Relatable stories. I think this has
Relatable.
happened to people out here actually.
Share
It's just a
yours,
reminder.
actually. Yeah.
Mine. I think I'd go with the JavaScript one. I think that's why you even stopped coding in front end. I'll just say I'm a
front-end
back-end developer. Front end for me as well is not my
Hey,
thing.
guys.
May
Me
can do
idea.
it, but
I am here mastering.
Okay, we are sorry, but anyway, guys, we hope you've enjoyed the episode. We are definitely going to be having more of this, and yeah, stay tuned for more. But until next time, bye.
Ciao.